As the performance date drew closer and closer, Joniqua got more and more excited until she felt she could literally burst with anticipation. As Coach Peel droned on in her history class, she found herself lost in dreams of Jonas, and when he called on her to ask some question involving the Alamo, her stuttering answer about David Bowie earned a peal of derisive laughter from the high heels. But even that couldn't get her down right now, not with her chance to meet Jonas in sight. Joniqua floated through hallways like she was walking on sunshine, failing to even notice the furtive glances and hushed whispers passing between the high heels every time she skipped by. On the day of the performance, as she ran out of school at the final bell with a song in her heart and a magical ticket pressing close against her thigh, it all came back to bite her. 3 yards away from the great outdoors, Joniqua felt her balance go out from under her, and found herself falling flat on her face like Jennifer Lawrence. Laughter rang from all around her. A hand reached down to pull her up, and she grabbed hold, silently thanking whoever this kind soul was for helping her in the midst of this social disaster. She looked up to see who her savior was. The perfectly foundationed, flawlessly mascaraed, spotlessly rouged face of Heather High stared down at her, a mocking smile twisting her impeccably lipsticked mouth to the side.
"Oh, Joniqua, I'm so sorry that you fell over my little foot here. It must be awful to be such a klutz. Don't you agree, Heels?"
The high heels around her all nodded in horrible mock sympathy.
"Well, don't let us keep you from your precious little Jonas event. Have fun."
Face burning, Joniqua readjusted her backpack. "How'd you know about the Jonas performance?"
"Oh, it's not as if you haven't been talking about it every waking minute for the last, 3 months?"
Heather said with a disarming grin.
"Go on, enjoy yourself."
Joniqua fled before she lost every shred of her dignity. Joniqua was able to push the event to the back of her mind as she got ready for the performance. She could never look as good as Heather did, or any of the high heels really, but she still haggled with makeup for an hour before giving up, finally, and washing her face clean. Jonas would love her for who she was. She didn't need to give in to society's oppressive appearance norms and ridiculous beauty standards. Hopping into the Civic sitting in the garage, Joniqua waited impatiently for her mom to find her keys. Why did the age for a driver's license have to be so high? Voting age, too. If only her age group could vote, they could probably get Jonas in office, and she couldn't think of anyone more fit to serve as commander-in-chief. After ages of waiting, Joniqua's mom finally slid into the driver's seat and started the car. Even though Joniqua was texting her friends, her mom still attempted conversation while they rode. Parents could be so annoying sometimes. "I just don't understand why you like this Jonas so much," her mom said after a few minutes of silence as they neared their destination. "I still don't get what he does exactly. At least Justin Bieber can sing." Joniqua wrinkled her face. "Yeah, but Justin Bieber isn't near as cool as Jonas. You just don't get him, Mom. He's so talented and funny and smart and thoughtful, and he cares so much about all of us." Her mom shook her head. "I just hope you grow out of this soon." She pulled into a parking place and turned off the car. "Well, we're here. You want me to walk you in?" Joniqua groaned. "No, Mom, my friends will be here. Their parents aren't going to walk them in." Her mom sighed. "Make sure you have your phone on and you check it occasionally. I need to know I can reach you if anything happens." "Yes, Mom." Joniqua opened her door. "But nothing's going to happen to me. Not with Jonas here to protect us." If Joniqua didn't know how absurd such a reaction would be, she could have sworn she saw her mom roll her eyes as she closed the door. Meeting up with her friends, Joniqua immediately appraised their outfits to see her competition. Luckily for her, it looked like they hadn't gotten this month's issue of 17 yet. Susan's boots had gone out of fashion as soon as T Swift had gone for a brighter color over 2 weeks ago, and Regina was wearing one less bracelet than Demi Lovato had in her last brave, anti-bullying media appearance. Jonas would be sure to appreciate Joniqua's fashion superiority, Joniqua thought. But as they made their way to the entrance, Joniqua remembered her decision to let her skin go makeup-free. All of a sudden, her brave rebellion against the media's beauty propaganda seemed foolish. So this must be what the rebels in Syria felt like when they realized their stand against the government was about to result in execution. Her idealism seemed merely foolish as she examined Regina's contoured cheeks. Could Joniqua compete with cosmetics so on fleek? What would win? Superior apparel or striking makeup? But as they reached the ticket taker, issues of appearance became the least of Joniqua's worries. In mere seconds, her problems escalated far past what Syrian rebels could ever comprehend, because as she rummaged in her pockets, one crucial thing was conspicuously missing, and as she cast her mind back to the image of the high heels laughing over her, Joniqua realized the terrible, awful, incomprehensible truth. When Heather High had tripped Joniqua, the bitch had stolen her ticket to see Jonas.